Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Hey everyone, welcome to the ranking. Here's my ranking of the shark movies I've seen. Yes, I was going to do a top 10 best and the top 10 worst shark movies, but I haven't seen enough shark movies to do a top 10 worst, and I haven't seen as many good ones to do top 10 best, so I just thought I'd rank all the ones I've seen before. I know there's a lot of fucking shark movies out there, a lot of stupid, like, straight to DVD ones like Shark Park and like Sharktopus and all the Sharknado sequels. Spoilers, I've only seen the first one, and yeah, I didn't want to watch all those shark movies to just make a top 10 worst because I don't know, I like my brain and I don't want to destroy it by watching that much of stupidity of film, and I thought I'd just rank all the ones I've seen. I've seen 12 shark movies, and I thought I'd just rank all 12 of these shark movies from least favorite to my favorite. I'm doing this because a lot of people wanted to know my opinions on shark movies, and also in August, I think it's August or July, the movie The Meg is coming out, so to celebrate The Meg, I do my ranking of shark movies, so let's get to it. Here's my ranking of the shark movies I have seen from my least favorite to my favorite. Alright, coming in number 12 is obviously Jaws 4: The Revenge. This is the worst fucking shark movie I've ever experienced in my life. One of the worst horror sequels, one of the worst horror films in general. This is just a stupid, fucking, ridiculous, pointless, why the fuck did they make it kind of movie. They kill Roy Schneider, they kill Brody off just because he was scared of the shark. You know, he's killed 2 sharks in 2 movies, but the fear of the water killed him. I hate when they do that to a character. They have the main guy from The Last Starfighter to play his son, and he's a very bland main character, and his wife's back, and she has like a connection with the shark and stuff, and believe it or not, this family, the shark, wants revenge on them. I have no idea why, but he is pissed at them because apparently sharks have emotion and they have anger and they want revenge on people and stuff because this time it's personal. And then, believe it or not, this family goes and travels through a plane to like the Bahamas and stuff, and the shark follows them. How does the shark follow them? I have no idea, but it does. And this movie also has Michael Caine in the movie as a pilot, and probably the best scene in the movie is when he's like, oh shit, with the shark. That's very funny. And how they kill the shark at the end of the movie is fucking ridiculous. You don't even see him get killed. They just ran the boat into him, then he just blows up. The shark also roars like a tiger in this movie, so it's ridiculous. This movie is so dumb. A lot of people say it's so funny it's dumb, but it's not funny. I just find it just ridiculous and one of the worst films ever made, and easily the worst shark movie ever made. Coming in number 11 is Jaws 3D. Jaws 3D is just as bad as Jaws the Revenge. Jaws the Revenge is way worse, but still, this is bad too because the effects are garbage in Jaws the Revenge, but Jaws 3D has even worse effects. Especially how the shark explodes at the ending is, oh my god, it's so bad. And the characters, I don't remember any of these characters in this movie. They're all just so bland and stereotypical. At least in Jaws the Revenge, it's a way worse film. In every shape or form, it's a worse film, but at least I remember those characters. Despite how awful they are, I remember them. I don't remember anyone from this movie. This movie's just so generic and forgettable, and the effects are just so bad, and this movie's just so boring. I completely forget it. I remember everything about Jaws the Revenge. That's not always a good thing, because I fucking hate that movie, but I barely remember anything from Jaws 3D, so that's pretty bad. It's pretty bad that I remember the bad movie more than the fucking generic movie, but yeah. I just remember getting bored constantly through this movie. I saw this movie like 5 years ago, and I don't remember much about it, and I think that's a good thing, because it sucks. Coming in number 10 is The Deep Blue Sea 2. They made a sequel to The Deep Blue Sea. Why? I have no idea. It's stupid, especially years later, like 20 years later almost. This just came out, this was a straight to DVD release that came out like a few months ago. It's awful. It's bad. It's got horrible effects. The characters are stupid. It connects barely at all to the first one. It just has the super intelligent sharks, and they're super big and stuff, and I don't remember any of these characters because they're all just like no-named actors that are trying to get roles, so they're just like, hey, let's do a shark sequel that no one asked for and no one wants, and yeah, it's bad. It's awful. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's unwatchable and easily one of the worst shark films ever. Coming in number 9 is Shark Night. Shark Night is a movie I watched years ago and it came out in like 2011 and stuff, and I was curious about it because it's a shark movie and stuff, and it's bad. It's a PG-13. How dare you make a PG-13 shark movie? Sharks eat people in monster movies, make it super bloody and shit like that. And I know Jaws is not like a hard R-rated film, but still, it's violent. This one's not violent. It's the most tamed shark movie ever. It's filled with college students that have no personality and stuff. It's just these college students going to a beach house, and the shark comes and starts eating them. That's it. And again, the shark looks awful. There's no scares, no tension, no atmosphere, no subtlety about this movie. I watched this movie once, like 7 years ago, and never wanted to watch it again because it's awful. Coming in number 8 is Sharknado. Yes, I only saw the first one, and yeah, you probably noticed I have a new bobblehead. It's a David Hasselhoff Sharknado bobblehead. It was a gift. Super funny. Bad movie, though. Never saw the sequels, never wanted to see the sequels because Sharknado was bad enough. It's sharks in a tornado. It has John Hurt in it, and it has fucking Tara Reid in it. That's not a good sign. The effects are laughably bad. It's sharks in a tornado. I know it's supposed to be dumb. It's supposed to be a B movie, but it's not my kind of dumb and not my kind of fun. The only thing that I liked about this movie was when the guy grabbed the chainsaw and rips the shark in half when the shark flies at him. That is the only, like, so dumb, it's hilarious and kind of badass in a way. And, like, it's the only thing I liked about this movie was that scene when he rips the shark in half with the chainsaw. That was enjoyable. But other than that, fucking dumb movie. Coming in number 7 is Shark Tale, the DreamWorks animated movie. Definitely the worst DreamWorks animated film I've ever seen. It's not a good movie. It's not like dog shit, but it's bad. It's got Will Smith. He's a fish named Oscar, and basically people thought he took down a shark, played by Robert De Niro, and now he's like famous because of it. But then, of course, you have the liar revealed and stuff. He also gets a friend played by Jack Black, who's also a shark and stuff, and it's not good. It's not funny. The animation is weird and ugly looking, especially Will Smith as a fish. It looks weird and unnatural and stuff, and even the underwater sequences, they don't look good. It's not like Finding Nemo when the underwater looks so beautiful and magical and stuff, and this one looks ugly and bloated and kind of cheap looking, and yeah, it's not like not a dog shit movie, but it's still a bad movie, easily the worst DreamWorks animated film ever made, and not a good shark movie. Coming in number 6 is Jaws 2. Jaws 2, I know a lot of people like Jaws 2. I don't think it's bad. I don't like it. There never should have been a sequel to Jaws. Jaws is like a perfect shark movie and one of the best Spielberg movies ever made. Like, you don't need a sequel to Jaws. Jaws is amazing. Jaws is almost perfect. It's one of the best summer films ever made. One of the best blockbusters ever made. Why are you making a sequel? And, like, Spielberg never directed a sequel because he even knew there never needed to be a sequel. I know this one has Roy Schneider, Brody's back and stuff, but I feel like he was sleepwalking through this movie and stuff. And this movie also gets a big fault because it started the sequel trend. It started the horror sequel trend. It started the Jaws sequel trend and stuff. And it's because of this movie we got a lot of bad sequels. This is what started the sequel trend, and this is why we have bad sequels. It's all because of Jaws 2. And Jaws 2 has some okay, death scenes and stuff. There was some tension, and Roy Schneider is still fine in the movie, but the movie is not needed. It's pointless, and it's not that good. Coming in number 5 is 47 Meters Down. 47 Meters Down is the movie that came out last year. I thought it was not that good, but there was still at least some tension and there was some atmosphere. Mandy Moore is not a good actress, except This Is Us. She's great in that show, but the two lead girls aren't really the most likable ones. They're fine. They're just kind of stereotypical horror characters. There is some genuine tension when they're in the cage, though, trapped in a cage and down in the 47 meters down, like it's pitch dark and stuff. There is some genuine, tension and stuff. There was some creepy moments. There's even some scenes I'm like, okay, this is pretty unsettling stuff. There was some unsettling shit in this movie. Also, it's short, and it just gets right to the point, which is also why I enjoyed aspects of it, but the ending is really dumb. The two lead girls I'm not a big fan of, and it could have been done better in this movie. It had a good potential. It's not by no means a bad movie, but it just came out just kind of meh. There was some good tension, some creepy moments, but it's still just meh. Coming in number 4 is The Deep Blue Sea. The Deep Blue Sea is enjoyable. This is a silly B-movie monster film with Thomas Jane, LL Cool J, Samuel L. Jackson, and Michael Rappaport. A lot of Stellan Skarsgård, a lot of interesting actors in this movie. Basically, it's about these scientists who are basically trying to make sharks more intelligent. Why would you want to do that? I have no idea. And then like this big massive shark is like the smartest shark. And basically they're all in this facility in the middle of the ocean, and the facility gets like blown up and it starts slowly flooding, and all these characters start getting swarmed by 3 sharks. One of them's a big motherfucker who's super smart and everything. And basically it's an escape movie, it's a shark movie, and yeah, it's fun, it's enjoyable. There's some very creative kills in this movie. It's very bloody. There is some genuine tension. I remember watching this as a kid and loving it. Not so much now. There are some very funny moments. Unintentional, I don't know. Well, they might have been intentional. Every scene with LL Cool J is super funny. He's trying to get his bird back, but then the shark eats his bird. Then he gets trapped in the oven, and the shark turns on the oven. And he hacks out of the oven with an axe, and then blows the shark up with a lighter. That scene is so funny. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but oh my god, I laugh my ass off every time I watch that scene. It is super funny. The fucking shark turns on the oven. Super funny. There's a lot of things that make me laugh about this movie. Some of it's intentional, some of it's unintentional, but still, it's a good time. It's a dumb movie, but still a good time, though. Coming in number 3 is The Shallows. This was super, super surprising. I was ready to hate this movie. I thought this movie looked like shit, a garbage film, Blake Lively, a surfer trying to survive against a shark. However, it's a very good movie. It's genuinely tension-filled. I actually gave a shit about Blake Lively in this movie. She is actually okay in this movie. The shark is scary. There is some intense moments. Like, she's like stuck on this rock and stuff. How she kills the shark at the ending is dumb. It's really stupid, but the movie still got a lot of tension and atmosphere. They flashback with the characters, so you actually care about this character, and it's a good survival movie. I actually like, this is actually a genuinely good shark movie, and yeah, it's good. I did a review of it years ago, so you all know my opinions of it, but yeah, it's good. Coming in number 2 is Open Water. Open Water is fantastic. Legit. It's a fantastic movie. This is a true story, which makes it all the more haunting. It's about this couple, and basically they go scuba diving with a bunch of people and everything, and basically they get stranded in the middle of the ocean. Because they basically failed to do a head count, and then the boat leaves them, and them two are just stuck in the middle of the ocean, swarmed by sharks, and yeah, I don't want to spoil the ending, but my god, heart-wrenching, and basically they have to just drift. They have to float and basically drift, and they're out there for like 2 days in the middle of the ocean, open water, where all these sea creatures and sharks are lurking them and everything, and it is a hard-to-watch film. It's genuinely terrifying. This is real fear, because this is a true story. This has literally happened to this couple. They were stuck in the middle of the ocean. Like, that is terrifying. It is scary. It's not just scary because of the sharks, but it's scary because you don't know if anyone's going to come back and rescue you. Fear of being left. Fear of being lost. That is a genuinely scary thing, which is why Blair Witch Project is scary. And yeah, I loved this movie. This is a terrific film and genuinely creepy, and easily the second best shark movie I've ever seen. And my number 1 favorite shark movie is, what the fuck else do you think it is? It's Jaws, obviously. 1975. Jaws, Steven Spielberg. This is what put Spielberg on the map. Yes, The Sugarland Express and Duel are great films, but this is the one he was known for. This movie was nominated for Oscars. Robert Shaw probably should have been nominated for supporting actor as Quint, but whatever. I love Richard Dreyfuss in this movie, Roy Schneider in this movie. I love Hopper and Brody, great characters. I love the 3 of them on the orca, hunting down this shark, hunting Bruce down and shit like that. This is a genuinely creepy, unsettling film. It's scary, it's terrifying, it's got one of the best John Williams scores out there. The direction, how it's structured, how the shark looks is amazing. It's intense, it's scary, it's creepy, it's amazing. It's one of the greatest summer blockbusters ever made, and yeah, best shark movie. So yeah, that was my ranking of all the shark movies I have seen, from my least favorite to my favorite. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your ranking of your favorite and your least favorite shark movies? Yes, if you don't want to do a ranking, just what is your favorite shark movie and what is your least favorite shark movie? Give me your thoughts and opinions. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.